Them Damn Mexicans presents TDM Talk.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy David with Them Damn Mexicans TDM Talk. Thank you for tuning in to a special edition of TDM Talk as we're here at Dos Doses Studios. Shout out to Catra, Cat, and the whole crew. We're here with my dog right here, man, AHunnitK.
Hey,
y'all give it up for him, man.
You already know what the going on.
How's it going, man? You can cuss, man. It ain't clean.
Hey, I don't know.
Oh, now he wants to go
just,
crazy now.
You
He's
know,
like,
I'm a little media trained, so you know.
you got media training.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think a lot of artists need that. I think that's important because we do interviews and then we start to ask questions and they're like, yeah, no, my album comes out next month. And it's like, all right, bro, you can expand a little bit, you know?
I feel you. I just feel like they gotta live in the moment. Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Just have a conversation.
That's
you
it.
know,
That's
just
it.
forget this. Have
Yeah.
a conversation. You
I
know?
think people tend to forget that a little bit. So how's it going, man? What's going down with you, man? Tell people where you're from, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay. So if y'all don't know, I'm in two doses with Catra, Rielo, Cat, Mikey, Cruciflow, ATM to say the few. I'm probably missing like one or two. Catra always, but I go by AHunnitK, Hunnit, Jason in the corporate world. And I was born in Puerto Rico, and my parents are Dominican, so I claim both, even though you know they're not Puerto Rican. But came to the States maybe like when I was 7, and was raised in Rhode Island, East Coast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
And
something a little different, you know. Yeah.
Cold up there. It's cold.
Yeah. I can imagine, man.
Yes, sir. As you can see, New York. But when I say Rhode Island, everybody thinks Rhode Island. I mean Long Island, not Rhode Island. But it's the smallest state in the United States. So yeah. And then 5 years ago, I came over here.
Okay. As far as the music goes, how if someone hasn't heard your music or doesn't know about you, like how would you describe your music?
Out of the box.
Out of the box, okay.
What I mean by that is just you're not gonna catch me doing the same thing over and over and over.
Okay.
Like I'll probably hop on a Spanish song today. I'll probably be on a bachata tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And then the next day I could probably be on a reggaeton with Rielo.
Versatile.
You know, or I could be on a Colombian song with Cruci, you know? So or then I could just do like a trap, you know, street with ATM. So I like to, you know, not be limited.
Yeah, not put yourself in a box.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Yes, sir.
What made you get into the music, man? Like what was it that made you fall in love with wanting to do music?
So my dad, he's a bachata singer. So he's been around, you know, as long as I've been around. So I have this infamous picture when I was like maybe like 2. I had a mic in my hand already.
Oh wow.
And then behind you could see like the old school like stereos, the one that were in like a deck and they're like stacked.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in my blood.
I was about to say, so it's almost like it was meant to be, you know, for you to be doing music as well.
Pretty much. I tried to neglect it, you know, growing up, but it just, you know, something I couldn't avoid. Even my brother, who's he's about to be 21 next year, he also does music too.
Oh wow.
So it's just a family thing, I guess.
It's in the blood, like you said. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good, man. Who were some of your influences growing up? I'm sure Pops was one, huh?
Yes, for sure. It depends. I feel like I went through different genres, but
what was the one thing that made you fall in love with, let's say, hip hop? Let's start with hip hop.
Just obviously the different beats, the style.
Was there a specific song or artist that you said, shit, that's my shit right there. That's what I want to. Like for me, I don't do music, but one of the things that I was so into was the NWA. When I heard Boys in the Hood, I went crazy. And I'm sure I'm a lot older than probably everybody in the room.
Yeah.
So that was like a long time ago when that came out. But you know, everybody has different stories about songs or artists that, man, when I first heard it, I was like, oh shit, that's I want to do that, or that shit's jamming.
Damn. The earliest I could think of is Lil Wayne. I don't know why it just comes up, but I just remember.
You young.
I just remember like the Carters, you know. But then again, I really love Michael Jackson, you know.
Dope.
Like you know, as an entertainer.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, Lil Wayne trickled into Drake. and then I'll just circle back to like the Temptations. Like I don't know, people say I have like an old soul because I listen to very various
Man, you'd be
music.
surprised. Yeah.
So that's a hard question to answer because then I had a phase where I was listening to like Linkin Park and like I don't know, 30 Seconds to Mars.
I remember Michael Jackson as well. I grew up in an era where we had it was starting to be towards the end of 8 tracks. I know a lot of people do not know what the hell I'm talking about when I'm saying that, but they're like there were these cartridges, and then they went to the vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember having Thriller on vinyl.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you still have it?
No, I wish I
Man.
did. That would have been worth some money. I think
It
was an original from back in the 80s.
Even just to keep, you know? Damn.
I wish I'd have known what I know now, because even then it was still some time before the cassette tapes came out, and then finally CDs, and then now everything is digital. So it makes it, it makes you appreciate things more, at least in my lane, because of the way I grew up, having those albums. Even Menudo, I remember we had a Menudo album, and
imagine like how long it took to do one song.
Yeah.
Yeah, to now you could do that in 5 minutes.
You can come do an album in one day if you want, or an EP. You can come knock out 5 or 6 songs. But if you're doing it on
not on the 8-track,
nah, I don't even know that process, man. I know they had them big ass machines and whatnot. So, what you got currently that you're working with, man? That you got going on right now?
Man, I'm all over the place. Katra knows that I'm all over the place. I'm obviously working on some personal things. I'm doing a song with ATM. I'm on a song with Rielo, with Cat, the whole, the whole group. I'm all over the place. It's just like I hear a beat and words just start coming out. So I had even times where I like pull over.
Are you one of those that you do all your writing?
I love writing.
You pen and paper, or
no, on the notes.
Yeah, notes. Yeah.
But I love writing. I just feel like you can focus a little more. Your music is more driven to a certain thing. Freestyling is cool.
You got a lot of people now that they think they can do what Jay-Z does, and I don't write. I go in the studio, but the shit is trash. It's like, yeah, bro, like we can tell you didn't write that because it's horrible. But
I mean, not all of it though. Not all of it.
Shit, most of the stuff I heard.
Not all of it.
I ain't gonna call out no names.
Hey, you know what I mean?
We gonna keep it.
Not
peaceful.
all of it, but I think because when you freestyle, you're thinking of off the dome,
yeah,
like how they saying it, so
what you seeing,
right? So you could have been at work, had a bad day, you're thinking about that, what's in front of you, what's around you. Yeah. But when you're writing, it's like you can focus on a specific topic.
Yeah,
you can even dig deeper,
Yeah.
So that's why, like, when you put music out there, it's very microwavable. I tell Katra that all the time right now. It's just reheatable music, and then a month from now, people are not gonna remember that song.
That's true.
So
you gotta do something to stand out, man. Like even if it's, and you gotta mix it in. It's not just the music, but it's your live performances as well. When you go do a show, do you stand out?
Yeah.
Or are you just up there, grabbing your crotch and rhyming over your track, type of thing, and going every other word. People remember things like that, man. Like, I don't ever want to see him again, or whatnot. But
I mean, I do a lot of shows here in Houston, and a group that I can remember, and shout out Misfit, they know who I'm talking about. Okay. It's just a group. They're always together and they move together, and then the type of performances they put at the end of the day, the next day, like, yo, remember when they, it's just something that is gonna leave, a mark in your brain. Like, yo, I remember them from last show. They went crazy.
Yeah, for sure. So when I do my events, I tend to think of who can I book that's gonna put on a show, and this year we had Embrace the Culture, our 4th one, and we were able to have Cat come out and perform. De Jesus came out. Okay. And they put on I mean, I thought everybody did good. Like, and I'm not saying that to be political or be
or
like,
biased
or biased. Like I'm gonna just keep the peace. Like, no, I really think everybody did their thing. We even had people from California and Phoenix come out, San Antonio, and everybody did their thing. No matter what type of genre the music is. So I take a lot of that into consideration, because to me that's professionalism. That's you caring about your craft enough to, when you go perform, guess what? I'm gonna show out there too. Okay, the music is fire, right? Now, does
You
the
gotta match
performance
that energy.
You gotta match that exactly.
Nah, for sure. I mean, and I've seen it where the song don't translate good to a performance.
Yeah.
You know, and specifically, I mean, I do a lot of science behind a lot of the stuff I do. Like, for example, not to go sideways, but like you're not gonna go and sing when the crowd wants to turn up. You know what I mean? And not saying there's nothing wrong with that. It's just good to read the room.
Yeah.
You know, and I've seen songs that are super dope, but they were performed in the wrong crowd, wrong energy, so it wasn't received the right way.
Nah, facts. I've seen it too, man. So if you can let us know, man, anything you got coming out pretty soon, that what you working on next? What's is there an EP? Is there an album in the works? Is there a single that there things like that?
So I got
any shows?
I got 2 projects I'm working on with someone else. One with Katra and with ATM, and then I got 2 singles that I'm ready to put out. I'm just waiting on a couple things, tweak a couple things, because I like to, when I put out music, I like to put music or something behind it, As you know, everyone's attention span is like this, we're scrolling, some so per minute. Facts. So to grab that person's attention, you need something, listen to it. Your friends are gonna listen to it, but someone new that you want to captivate, you got to come with something.
The first impression is everything, man. So you want to hit them, right then and there to catch their attention and go with that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, that's dope, man. I like how you think, bro. Like a lot of people don't have that mentality, and there's a lot of people that are in the game a long time that don't think that way. They're so used to a certain formula, and a lot of times that's probably why they're still in the space that they're in. So, man, I just wish you a lot of success. And before we get out of here, man, any last minute shout outs?
First and foremost, I appreciate you for coming through. I just been around it for a very long time, and I know what works and what kind of doesn't work. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I've done things that don't work, but I just live and learn and apply it forward. That's the best thing I could say. But yeah, like I said, I have some projects coming out. You could find me on AHunnitK on anything, Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to music, you're gonna find me there. YouTube, wherever. Shout out to those, you know what I mean, my peoples. Shout out to my mom. Hey, you know what I mean, my parents, and shout out to God for letting this happen.
Amen, man.
And stay blessed.
And we're gonna put all the links to where you can find him on social media, on Apple, Spotify, all that in the description. So you make sure you go tap in with him, go check out what he's working on, what he's got going on, coming out in the future. And just let them know, man, if you've seen this on TDM Talk, let them know, hey, we saw you on TDM. We found you because of TDM Talk. It was a dope interview.
Hey, shout out TDM Talk, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.
Ya tú sabes, mi gente.
We're on Spotify, Apple, and all that, man. And thank you guys for tuning in to another edition, a special edition of TDM Talk. And we are them damn Mexicans.
Hey.